If it's simple, the answer is always a fractal, which means it ends in 0 or 5. 3.125 doubled or divided always ends in a 0 or 5, so now you can predict everything off that number. So now, investing.
Yes.
So the cycle of this country is 1990, 2007. From 1990, go back every 17 years, and you'll see that this country's economy reversed every 17 years or every 8 years.
Like the stock market?
Like the stock
1929?
market. And like 1929. But see, 1929 was not the start. The start of it was 1922. It went from 1922 to 1939. October the 9th, 1939 is when Hitler took over Poland.
Wow.
So you go every 17 years and you'll see in the history of this country, like 1820.
Why didn't we have teachers like this in school? It's fascinating.
I used to be a school teacher. I've taught junior high, I've taught elementary, junior college, high school. I've taught this same math, but what it gets down to, the only thing that a person really can save in math is 5th grade math. See, people can't remember complicated math. If you go to Vanderbilt or Lipscomb or Lipscomb, Belmont, all those Belmont, you've got to take complicated math.
Right. Calculus and things like that.
Find me somebody who can do any of that now.
I can't do anything without my calculator.
No, but see what I'm saying is the practical part of it. Remember the guy Deming who was over there in China and he taught them the same thing we wouldn't learn in mass production?
Yes.
The same thing is I mass produce the same thing as he does. He tells people, eat healthy, walk, exercise. I'll walk an hour every morning, an hour every night. Do I exercise like he does? No, I'm too old. But I walk, and I can take walking. I can't run. And I ran one time when I was 32. I ran all the way from Canada all the way down to Georgia.
Oh, my.
I ran from Maine to Georgia in 144 days. I ran 2,025 miles on the Appalachian Trail over the highest mountains. It's not the highest California, but the highest mountains. So I know what it is to work out every day. Now I lost 22 pounds in 44 days. When I came to Nashville, and he'll attest to this, I gained 22 pounds in 30 days. And I didn't even eat much food because I was sitting around.
Went to the pancake factory.
Well, but if you see, when you exercise,
yes,
and the mentality that he knows you should have,
yeah,
you should only carry on your back the load that's the most efficient to get you where you're going. You're not going to carry all this stuff that we carry if you know that you have to exercise and carry your house with you. But since we don't exercise, we eat like we're carrying a house with us. It's the same mentality. Same thing with mathematics. You don't want to know any more than the least amount you can know to do the most efficient job at what you do.
Do you make investments?
Yes.
Like, what type of like? Are you interested? I mean, would
the simplest thing
you
that I
tell
do,
me stay away from the stock market right now? Or?
No, I can't tell anybody to stay away from anything, but I can tell you, don't enter anything until you've practiced and paper traded. See, here's what he said. You said, is there anything that were in here that'll hurt you? There's something in everything in investing that'll hurt you if you don't paper trade. You can't take 1 or 2 rules and go do what you want to and invest money because, see, every great athlete always failed. See, I was a great athlete. I wasn't great at anything, but when I was in college, I lettered in basketball and baseball and tennis and track. Now, how many people did that? Was I any good? No, but I was just better than average. Did I make it to the pros? No, I was too skinny. I couldn't make it, but I was better than average. But you don't have to be better than average to make money in anything that involves investing because it's a cycle.
If somebody wants to get in touch with you, Mr. Murray, is it Dr. Murray?
No, Murrey. See, just use the word Murray because I wrote a book.
Okay.
And I wrote 2 pieces of software. And these are called Murray Math Trading System. It is a
Murray Math Trading System. Could I look that up on the internet?
Yes, you can go and look Murray Math up, and it'll be like.
And that's M-U-R-R-E-Y.
E-Y, yes. Murray, M-A-T-H, Math, Murray Math. Now, there'll be about 60,000 references to me on Google.
Really?
Yeah. Well, but I've been doing this 17 years.
Do you give out your phone number or an email address? Or just...
I'll give you my email address.
Okay.
Murray, the number 1.
Okay.
@ murraymath.com.
Murrey, the number 1, at murraymath.com. Okay.
Now, you know, you can get a vacuum cleaner on 30 days free.
Yes.
You can get vitamin pills 30 days free. Whatever this country offers. Well, I'll teach anybody 30 days free.
Really?
All you have to do is send me an email, and then what we do is we meet at Panera Bread, or we meet over at Ackland Park Cafe, and then somebody just comes in, they bring their laptop, we all look at the same thing, we all do the same thing. I already have all the lines set up, I already tell you where it's going to reverse, you just sit and wait. It's like going fishing.
We'll definitely have to do a complete show, and you mentioned Ackland, and we'll definitely have to do a complete show about. Can you bring a PowerPoint and help us so that people be able to visually see the work?
See, I've taught, how many people have you helped physically?
Thousands.
Yeah, I've helped thousands all over the world, thousands.
Really? So you do seminars?
Yes, I used to have 50, 100, 150 people in California. Back in 2000, when everybody was making $10,000 and $20,000 a week, I'd have 100 people. I would have to go out there with almost like a ball bat and tell them to shut up. They were all jumping up and down like kids.
Really?
Yeah, because the market was going up. Remember in 2000, there were 300 stocks in this country over $200 a share.
I don't remember. What were they?
1 year later, oh, I can't tell you 200.
Okay.
I know one thing, the next year there was only 3.
Was that because of
the Y2K?
Yeah.
Remember, the Y2K didn't come off, and all the computers were supposed to go back to 1900. Didn't happen. So they put so much money into the M2 money supply that it caused so much inflation, the market went down.
How did 9/11 impact? We only have about 2 minutes.
2 minutes, okay. If you go back to January 14 of 2000, that was the all-time high in the stock market.
January 14, 2000.
When Bill Clinton became president, the stock market after his inauguration went up 375%, and on January the 14th it was up 375 at 1187.50. You said the Fibonacci number is 3/8.
Yes.
From January the 14th to September the 14th, remember September 11? I was having a class in Brentwood, Tennessee. We had to shut down because of September 11. The stock market went down exactly, the Fibonacci 3/8, it went down exactly 3,750 points and turned around. And I told that in my class.
You are amazing,
no, it's
amazing.
Law of physics.
Well,
I see the obvious. Isn't it amazing?
It
We
is.
all see the same thing, but we can't see the same thing because we're not trained to see it.
I wish we had about another hour to talk, but I think we need to say goodbye for now, but
Well,
thank you.
I'll be happy to come back in the future.
That'd be wonderful,
I'll be happy
Henning.
to help anybody
That'd be fabulous.
for free.
Okay.
To let them just come and sit down and see how simple something is if they're willing to see it. You don't have to read anything. You don't have to memorize anything. You just look at it, a chart, that's it.
Well, thank you both for being on the Health, Wealth, and Happiness show,
Thank
and
you.
we will go further with this.
Thank you so
Absolutely.
much.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.